Hi, it's Deborah Rodriguez from Baby Wearing in Canada. I'm here today from Little Love Sewing Room to do a little interview. Anna's now the owner, and she has kindly donated 3 slings and 3 jewelry pieces, which are teething necklaces, to the participants of Baby Wearing in Canada Week this year. I've known Anna for a couple of years now, so it's a real privilege to be able to do this more professional side with her, and so you get to meet her in person. I'm just going to turn this around. Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Not too bad. So this is your sewing space.
This is my space.
Very cool. Can you tell me about, this is your personal sling or?
No, this is one that I'm working on right now. This is from a West of the 4th, one of their machine woven line. I just finished it earlier today. All ready. I just need to trim some threads.
Oh, fantastic. Because I saw that tags were down here earlier. Yeah. Very cool. So how long have you been sewing? Because you started initially, right, with Reprise Fibers.
I started as Reprise Fibers. I had a partner. We worked together doing upcycle repurposing of all kinds of fabrics and materials. One of our big focuses was on wool, upcycling wool sweaters and such. We made mittens and all kinds of things with wool and upcycled leather.
But when I met you, you were already into the slings and the wrap scraps. Can you talk a little bit how you came down that road?
Sure. Well, I have 6 children. At that time, I probably had 5. And so my youngest at that point, I was wearing in a Lenny Lamb carrier. And I got some wrap scrap to match my carrier and made some accessories, posted them in the Canadian Lenny Lamb group, and I probably had 25 people saying, can you make me some too? And so we just kind of fell down that rabbit hole of accessories and wrap scrap items, and there's really no limit to what you can do with a wrap, with pieces of a wrap. People love how striking the fabrics are. I used to go to the local farmer's market and bring my wrap scrap items, and you know, people who know nothing about baby wearing are so in love with the fabrics that they buy the items as well. It's definitely not limited to baby wearers.
Oh, not at all. I'm just going to pan over. We have a box here of some scraps, and this isn't the best lighting, but look at how they pop regardless. And so you started then, you said, with Lenny Lamb.
Yeah.
And so how did that happen? Did you have a partnership or did you just order directly?
So I started off ordering their 1 kilogram sized scrap bundles directly from Lenny Lamb, but then they changed their shipping mechanism, and it was costing $35 just for shipping. Mm-hmm. And then you had to pay, obviously, for your scrap bundles as well. So at that time, I formed a relationship with someone who became a really good friend of mine. It's Jackie at Lollipop Sky. And she happily put scrap bundles in her box in her order for me every time she was placing an order when they come up, because they weren't always available.
Yeah.
Because Lenny doesn't, well, it's scrap. They don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to come. So it's kind of fun that way. But then Jackie also, over time, I started ordering full-sized wraps from her as my business grew. Mm-hmm. And I would chop the wraps, just 2 ring sling pieces and a scrap piece from the middle, because I'd order a 7 or an 8. Mm-hmm. And have that ring sling piece, those 2 ring sling pieces available for making slings. But I wasn't making slings at the time.
Which is how you developed your relationship with Desiree, right?
That's right.
Who was the previous owner of Little Love?
Yeah, so I would sell the scrap, the sling pieces to Desiree, and I would keep the scrap middle piece and make all kinds of things, booties and sock pads and all of that. And she would make the slings and sell them. And we had this really symbiotic relationship where we were just flowing with each other. I'd say, hey, I have somebody who wants accessories made out of this wrap. Would you like some? And she'd say, sure. And we'd have a good time. And then sometimes it's, I need to order a few things. What would you like to add to the order?
Yeah. And so it was a really natural period of growth for you to just say, you know, hey, Des, if you're not, if you're wanting to slow down or if you want some help, to just sort of step into that space, because you'd been working with Wrap Scraps for about 2 years by that point, or 3?
Well, 2.5, yeah.
2.5, yeah. And so you started with Little Love August of last year, was it? Or was it July?
It was June, July. Desiree was looking to slow down or step away. What happened actually was I came alongside her. She was still owning the business and running the business, but I was contract sewing for her essentially, because her life was not allowing her to focus as much time on the business as
she was expecting her baby at that point. Right.
And so it made sense. I neither of us wanted to see Little Love just fade away. And so it was a nice way for her to decide without pressure whether she wanted to continue or to sell the business. So eventually she decided that she was ready to let it go. And so I bought the business from her at that time.
And so now the main page is Little Love, and I know you're working on your shopping cart, and you still have Reprise Fibers with that. And you were saying that Lollipop Sky still had the items so you can do custom orders as well?
That's right. So currently the Little Love Slings website is under construction. It's been under construction for a little while. So my Facebook page is
your main portal.
My main portal, my main access point. Don't hesitate to send me a message through there. I have a shop set up through the Facebook page, so a lot of my slings are posted. And our Facebook group, our chatter group, Little Loves VIP, is another great place to connect and see what I'm working on right now. And you can often grab something before it ever gets posted for sale that way.
Yeah, because I've seen you post, like when you posted the purse, I think you got a couple of orders right away from that, and same thing with when you got the wooden beats in and everything. So clearly you can tell that I know a little bit about Anna. So Anna has not dropped the Wrap Scraps. She does the slings. You do these fabulous purses. You started doing bonnets recently for summer.
Yeah, bonnets have always been on my my cart of things that I love to make, because they're just so precious. So yes, I'm just getting my 2018 batch of bonnets on the go. I'm mostly focusing on linen this year, just as a very simple, basic.
You're going to kill me. It's my favorite fabric.
I
know. And so then you mentioned already that you have 6 children.
That's right.
And then, so for you, in order to make sure that your customers are satisfied, then as a one-woman show, the focus is quality.
That's right. I do my best to... I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I have a hard time saying no. And so if you want something...
Can I have that?
No, you may not have my cotton cloud.
Damn it, I have to be the one she practices on.
But if you want something made, I am going to do everything in my power to make it happen. The problem sometimes is that my attention to detail goes a little too far and I get hung up on things.
Yeah, but in a good way. Children, we're videoing.
Sorry about that, we're having a little interruption.
And this is life with family.
Yeah.
That was funny. I was going to invite him in to talk on the video. That would have been great. And that's really what we want, right? I mean, I know especially when you're working on a carrier, you want to be sure like that the sewing is perfect. And I don't see that as a negative per se.
No, what it is that when I get interrupted, I stop and I go and take care of my family, which is always priority, but it does mean that I have to come back and say, okay, where was I? And not so much start again, but refocus my attention.
Refocus your attention is definitely true, especially with your 1-year-old walking around and digging in everything too.
So yes, I'm not sure if the people on the video can see, we're working, my studio space is my garage, because I can close the fire door and not hear.
Oh, you have a silent room. Oh my goodness.
For at least a little bit of time every day.
Perfect. And so, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it, especially because I know how busy you are. I'm Deborah from Baby Wearing in Canada. If you want to take a look, we are going to have the prizes by Anna up on the website and also Instagram, Facebook, and we are going to have some extra things in the Baby Wearing in Canada chat and events group as well. Please consider going by and taking a look at what she has to offer. She does some really lovely things, and she takes real attention to care. And I'm just gonna, before I go, because I am a terrible fabric nerd, I'm staring at her pile of wrap scraps right now, and I just have to show this before I tune this out, okay? Take a look, guys. Look at that.
That's just a fraction of them. They're all boxed up.
It is, and there's more here. Anyhow, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you later.